Suppose a girl throws a die. Okay. She gets 5 or 6. Okay. She tosses a coin 3 times and notes the number of heads. Right. If she gets 1, 2, 3, or 4, she tosses a coin once and notes whether she got a head or tail. If she obtains exactly one head, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3, or 4 with the die? So let me explain the situation actually. Let me do it over here. So we have a scenario. First thing is this girl throws the die. So we are classifying it as her getting 1 to 4 or her getting 5 and 6. If she gets 1 to 4, she tosses the coin only once. And if she gets 5 to 6, she tosses the coin 3 times. This has to be very clear. Okay, first is the die, then is the coin. So here the chances of getting a head is half. Here the chance of getting head only once. Remember, only once. For that I have written the sample space. So this is the sample space when she gets 5 to 6. So the coin would give us head, tail, so on and so forth. So this is our favorable outcome. So 3 out of 8. Okay. So that's the whole funda. This is 3 out of 8. So this is, we are looking at head only once. Head only once. Right, guys. So first if you understand that, now we have to figure out probability of getting a head because of the die turned out to be 1 to 4 is what we have to figure out. So along the x-axis, we have the die. That's the first thing that we are doing. Again, think sequentially. That's the first thing, and this is the second thing. And here the first thing is output of a die. And here it is output of the coin. Now, what are the chances that we get 1 to 4? Obviously, it is correct. 4 by 6th. Probability that we'll get 1 to 4 is 4 by 6. Is it not? In a die, us getting any number between 1 to 4 is 4 by 6th. Just go to the simple question. If I had given you guys a simple question, what is the probability of getting a number less than 5 when we throw a die? And us getting 5 or 6 is 2 by 6th. And within this space, we have to understand that half of the time we get heads and half of the time we get tail. But here, in this case, since we are throwing it thrice, things will not be the same. This is where it changes, you know. So out of 8 times, 3 times we can get head, which is only once. And remaining 5 by 8 times, we're getting head, which is not once, one of it, right? Or not one head, basically. This represents not one head. Okay, I hope you guys understood this particular chitra, because this is very important. If you are able to figure out this, pretty much everything else is quite simple. Okay, let's write the formula. So probability that we get a output of 1 to 4 in a die into probability that we get a head only once with this particular die. I mean, coin actually, not die, coin. Right? Divided by probability of getting 1 to 4 in a die into probability that we get a head only once post this action, plus probability of getting 6 or 5 or 6 into probability of head, we getting head once in this scenario. And we have to make use of probability of favorable event is equal to, right? And probability of A given B is equal to probability of A, okay, not that, intersect of A and B, the number of outcomes, divided by number of outcomes in B. And finally, we have the solution. So in the numerator, we have 4 by 6 into 1 by 2 divided by, so let's calculate this, 1s are 2s are 2s are 3s are 1/3 plus, again this would be, not again, sorry, 2 by 6 into 3 by 8. I'm looking at the diagram. This makes it very simple. 3 1s are 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, and we have this to be 1/3, and here the LCM is 8 plus 3 divided by 8 into 3. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. And the answer is 8 by 11. Again, all this calculation and everything, I'm leaving it to you guys. You got the funda, right? We are throwing a die. Okay. So us getting 1 to 4 or 4 to 6. This is 4 by 6 of the time. This is 2 by 6 of the time. And after this, we are tossing a coin only once and tossing a coin 3 times over here. So head only once is the question. So it's half the time. Over here it is 3 by 8 of the time. For this 3 by 8, you can just have a look at this particular sample space. You will get to understand it is 3 out of 8 chance. Okay, so this is the entire answer. See to that you understand this table very clearly. Try to do it on your own. If you're able to do the table, everything else I can promise you is very simple.